beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was. Hello, and welcome to Here I Stand, a world made with words. And I am your host, Frederick S. And today we will embark on a journey through biblical testimony and scientific data to 1. Illustrate how God made the universe with words. 2. Analyze the science of the universe. 3. Expound on the worldview. And finally, to reveal that both sides are one and the same. In the Bible, one of the most important prophets, Moses, wrote in the first book of Genesis that God created the heaven and the earth, and that whatever God said, it was good. So how do words manifest reality? To understand this, we need to know first, what is a word? A word is defined as a sound or combination of sounds used in any language as a symbol of an idea and forming a grammatical part of speech. These combinations of sounds are letters that form the words. In Hebrew mysticism, there is a book called the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation or the Book of Creation. In this book, I learned that it wasn't words that God spoke first, it was the letters. God made the sounds of the Aleph, ah, and the wind blew, and the Mem, and the earth and the water formed, and then the Shin, the Shh, and the fire or the light shined. After these letters were spoken, they were arranged together to form words that, like a code key, assembled other forms. This, of course, is only a small piece of the book, but we haven't enough time for the rest. Now, let's make an observation of words as sounds. And a sound is a sensation perceived by the ear, a noise, or a physical cause of this sensation, usually vibrations or waves. Put your hand on your throat. Pick the sound of a letter and create that sound. Ah. What is happening inside you when you do this? Our throats are vibrating in order to make the sound, and the sounds words. Okay, so the sounds of letters that cause vibrations to manifest elements that created the combination of words that gave us more complex things like plants and animals. But what does science have to say about all this? Science tells us that all things are made up of atoms, that are infinitesimal parts into which all matter is divided. And all matter in physics is one of 4 distinct forms in which matter exists. Solids, liquid, gas, and plasma are the states of matter, and that all 4 states are vibrating at different speeds and how tightly they are packed. The combination of the atoms make up the periodic table, and each of these elements have an atomic weight, and that all things in the universe are made up of these elements, or molecules. The viewpoint of the atheist is one that this universe came out of a big bang, a flash of light, that everything formed very slowly over a long period of time, that God does not exist because they haven't been shown any proof. Most atheists say that the supernatural claims needed of a kind of presuppositional viewpoint in order to confirm a God. I think that Christopher Hitchens answered it best when he said that atheists say that no persuasive argument for the existence of God has ever been advanced or adduced without convincing rebuttal. But wait, there's something very familiar about these 2 stories of the universe, that God made sounds and things just came into being through the manifestation of vibrations. Let there be light, and this sudden creation of things from an explosion or big bang that would need light and elements, The arrangement of sounds and vibrations of the Sefer Yetzirah and the atoms combination of molecules in the periodic table. God created heaven, which is where the birds flew, or the air, or gas and science, the earth, the water and dirt, or the liquid and solid. Let there be light. Could this be plasma? If the stories are identical, what came first? The Bible was around long before science was ever thought about, by thousands of years. And it knew all about the things that science would later discover. I believe that the vibrating words of God that created the air, water, dirt, and light are in fact the measurable atoms of science that make the matter of gas, liquid, solid, and plasma, and the science that may in fact be looking at the very voice of God that is speaking this very moment.